Hello, my gorgeous Virgo. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's for August 2022. Do you know, I'm going to tell you something and you're really going to like this. There are going to be a couple of things which you are going to be able to celebrate. You know, there are going to be two specific reasons which are going to make you feel like you want to celebrate. The first one, it's going to be absolutely obvious at around the 17th of August, and the second reason, it's going to be pretty much so evident on the 23rd and the 24th of August 2022. Both these things are so important when it comes to your achievement, but also at the same time when it comes to you knowing exactly what the next step is going to be. And I like this so much because this in itself is bringing the whole new stage into your life. Slowly but surely, this is going to make you to realize, it's going to cause you and make you to kind of see things that you didn't see before. But most importantly, you're going to recognize something so unique about yourself. This life is way too short. It just goes so quick like this, and this is why it's so important to find yourself, to find your soul purpose, to enjoy your life while you are on this earth. And the reason why my saying this is purely because you are gonna feel like, oh my god, like you are literally on top of the world, because this in itself, it's also going to increase your self-esteem, it's going to increase your confidence. So it's not only about the immediate direction that you are going to feel, but also at the same time you are gonna come home to yourself, to your spirit. So by the time you get to the last 3 days of August, naturally you're gonna realize something so big, you're gonna realize something so important, you're gonna realize something so significant, and it's all gonna be along those lines, like, oh, this life is too short, but in the best possible way. You're gonna understand something so precious, but also at the same time you will understand the importance of, like, really, you know, living your life in your own unique way, but also not ignoring the opportunities and not ignoring things that make you feel optimistic, not ignoring things that are inspiring you, because over the last couple of months you have been slowing yourself down just a little bit, but it wasn't even your fault whatsoever. So this in itself, it's really going to bring you an absolutely mind-blowing shake up. You will like it, trust me. When it comes to the actual numerology, your number is number 222. It's like, oh my god, you know, number one, you are going to like really realize how much you can actually take on, and the more you take on throughout this month, the more you deal with the problems, the more you deal with the issues, the more successful you're going to be. What number 222 also means, the second thing, means that there are two absolutely mind-blowing opportunities coming up for you, and these opportunities are something that are gonna help you to recognize lots of special things about yourself. And number 222, the third thing, what this actually means, it's also about you literally like ascending on a completely next level when it comes to your life. But before that, there is going to be quite unusual encounter, very unusual encounter you're going to have this month, and this is going to be so beneficial to you, for you, because something is going to impress you, something is going to inspire you, of course, in the best possible way. You're going to come across someone really weird and unusual, but you will like that because you're going to feel something so different within, and this different feeling, it's going to enhance different energy. It's going to make you aware of different things that have always been around you, that have always been part of your life, but now you're going to feel so close, you know, you're going to feel much closer than you have ever been, you know, towards doing something really, really enormous, really big, really huge, really significant, that is like literally going to change your life. In fact, number 222 also in numerology means that, you know, you are gonna have a bit of like a surprise, an unusual surprise when it comes to your achievement, and that is going to really make you aware at the same time your own achievement this month, which is going to become evident at around the 18th of August. Your own achievement, it's going to really make you aware aware of, do you know what? Like how things are slowly changing, how you should do things in life that make you feel good, make you feel happy, but also that you should focus primarily on those things that make sense. And especially if you're trying to like work, if you're trying to succeed and things like that, you know, this is going to point towards an element and part of your life that it's actually about to take over, and it's going to surprise you like a big mama indeed, but in the best possible way. So these are really lovely surprising moments that we are showered by in our lives, you know, because it surprises us, because you are like kind of on one specific journey, for example, on one specific road, trying to achieve something and focusing on something very specific in particular. But this situation is going to really make you aware of just a slight adjustment to your plans, because naturally you will want to do those things that make you feel really happy, but also those things that make you feel really successful. So this is going to change, but only because you are growing and you're reaching the new levels of your own consciousness and subconsciousness, which is in return gonna require from you to reflect on things differently, which is absolutely natural. And at this moment in time, it's gonna be the best thing to do. You're about to reach the full circle, my gorgeous Virgolini, and this is why things are gonna kind of like start changing when it comes to the actual month of August. And slowly but surely you are entering your own element, which is of course August and September. But it's the time when I say you're entering your element, is just the energy of you wanting to kind of get on with things, but also this is gonna rejuvenate you. It's gonna give you both energy when it comes to your physicality, but at the same time when it comes to your mind, when it comes to your clarity, a lot is gonna become clear this month, but at the same time a lot is gonna become absolutely impossible to ignore. Or on another hand, you know, it's like what also you need to remember, that karmically this is a very strong time. And you know what, I know that this is going to sound, oh god, here we go again, but you know that this month you're also going to have like someone specific is going to keep on coming back into your mind, into your energy, into your vibration. Someone specific from the past that really kind of angered you, someone that made you feel really unhappy, and someone that kind of did something to you and some moment in the past, and it left a little bit of bitter energy within you, you know. And that in itself, you need to understand that this is karmically charged time, and it's not about, oh yeah, now suddenly you're gonna be keep on remembering someone very specific from the past who makes you feel really uncomfortable, and someone who's done something to you. So karmically this is a very strong sign that you need to pay attention to who this person is. It's not about, oh yeah, you're gonna have this moment when someone is gonna like kind of come back in your mind, blah blah blah. No baby, no. Now specifically you kind of need to understand this is way deeper. So when you become aware of when you become aware of who this person is, my gorgeous Virgolini, you just need to understand, you know, on one hand you need to let this go, you need to let this energy go, try to forgive and forget. Okay, this is so important. Very, very important indeed. But there is also very specific lesson that you are going to learn when that happens. I don't like to use the word lesson, but there is a very specific lesson that you are going to learn. Keep your energy to yourself. Don't wait, don't waste your energy. Don't spend your energy on people who don't mean too much to you, but also don't kind of waste on energy on negativity and things like that. So this is going to be the superb time to actually just cut this negative cords in between you and that person. It's not about you forgiving and forgetting. It's not about that, my gorgeous Virgolini, but it's about you releasing yourself, because you will allow your soul and your spirit to learn, but most importantly you're going to allow yourself to heal, and at the same time to elevate on the next level in your life. Karmically this is strong, and the reason why I say this is because it's someone who just brings lots of negativity within you. you. And as soon as you think about that person, you're like, oh God, you're angry, all this, you're all that. No, baby, no. Because all these feelings and emotions, they're creating kind of negativity within you, and it's very unhealthy energy. So, it's just all about you cutting these negative cords and removing yourself. So it's about you kind of needing to maybe forgive, but at the same time, it's like this month, it's going to be the time when you are going to really be able to see the actual improvement of the previous actions and improvement of things that you've been working on when it comes to your development, promotion, and an absolutely mind-blowing outcome of the past effort, which is going to teach you something very special. At that moment in time, you will realize that, something that you didn't expect to be successful and to come on top out of all this is going to be successful and it's going to come on top. So naturally, this is something that you should be doing, and naturally, this is something that you should be paying attention to. Very important indeed, because it's the time of your own rebirth where you are going to naturally feel, especially at around the 13th of the actual August, like transformation, baby, transformation. Your little wings are going to start growing in the most bizarre way. Transformation, when you feel like the process of transformation kicking off, now suddenly you're just going to start becoming very bored with certain things around you, but especially when it comes to immediate environment. So you will want to clean, you will want to paint, you will want to draw, you will want to, I don't know, whatever you want to do, whatever rocks your boat, my gorgeous Virgolini. But at the same time, you need to understand that while you're doing this, you are having this very kind of special energy, which is kind of making you to think in a different way, and it's helping you to reconnect yourself with yourself. That's right, but at the same time, it's just like, oh my God, it's going to give you like really powerful ideas, really amazing ideas, and it's only going to come with the touch of the actual, that boldness and courageous energy, and it's like, oh yeah, let's do it, baby. And this is what's so much needed in your life. So pay attention to the energy that you're going to have, because it's also going to be slowly but surely going to be keep on pointing nicely towards which part of your life do you need to invest, spiritually, financially, whatever path you are currently on. It's going to be absolutely evident, it's going to be absolutely obvious. And also, this is going to at around the 18th of August also. You are, so this is going to start around the 13th of August, and by the time you get to the actual 18th of August, it's going to be, you're going to become aware of like, oh my God, towards like some kind of like not a dangerous situation, but some kind of like a maybe little bit of danger that you didn't kind of know, you weren't aware of. And this is only going to be so kind of, it's going to happen at the best possible time, because here you're still going to be like kind of, oh my God, you're going to be really kind of like contemplating, and this is going to be so personal to you, because that contemplation that you're going to have at around that time, it's going to require from you to make like huge, massive, enormous changes. And it's still going to be like, you will know that this is the right time to do, you will know that this is the right time to think about. This is going to mean to you quite a lot, because it is going to cause this huge, massive contemplation. But at the same time, you're going to become aware of the unknown dangers, and that's going to work so superb, because these unknown dangers that you're going to become aware of on the outside of your life are going to be primarily responsible for you to get this energy, and it's going to be primarily responsible for you taking a very, very bold action, and you're going to feel so excited. This is going to bring you very much so high energy, positive energy. It's going to make you feel very confident and brave and passionate and adventurous. I mean, come on, this is brilliant. When all this energies become part of our life and we focus towards something that we really want to do, we become unstoppable. And this is an unstoppable moment that I'm talking about. At the same time, you are gonna start an amazing process here without even knowing. You're about to plant a very special spiritual seed. What is gonna grow? It's gonna blow up, and it's more importantly, more significantly, the next 17 weeks are all going to be about 17 weeks. Sorry, so the next 17 weeks, it's all going to be about that special seed which you're planting without even being aware of it, which means that this is going to bring so much into your life that was actually missing in terms of happiness, in terms of unhappiness, in terms of maybe feeling down, and in terms of maybe like having like a kind of like a losing your energy really quickly. These are all signs that very slowly but surely the certain element and aspect of your life is slowly coming to an end. And it's also a sign that you know what this is, and it's also a sign that was a lot on your mind, and it's also a sign that you were aware of it before. So now you just have to really kind of like follow your intuition, follow the voice within, and just take off, my gorgeous Virgolini, indeed, because you are going through your own healing and ascending. You're going on to the next level, but at the same time this is kind of going to increase your emotional maturity, and you're going to come across the situation when someone is going to wind you up like, oh my god, and you're really going to surprise yourself the way you're going to react. And this is the sign of change, and this is the sign of the personal growth, because how you're going to react, you're going to be very, very kind of tolerant. And that in itself, it's a very, very good indeed. On another hand, by the time you get to the actual around the 27th of August, you must not let this situation to put you off whatsoever, because by the 27th of August, you are already going to find yourself to be within this new endeavor that I'm talking about. So there are going to be some kind of, oh my god, problems that you're going to come across, but then again, take them as something really delicious, because something really delicious is actually going to come out of it, especially when it comes to like you recognizing your own skills, but also you're going to recognize the power of the actual collaboration. When you collaborate with the right people, when you collaborate with the people who are really powerful and very significant, especially when it comes to things that you're trying to achieve, things that you're focusing on, then you are literally doing absolutely the best possible thing when it comes to your own financial independence. This is going to start the process of the actual financial independence. It's going to help you to enjoy fruits of your labor very, very soon, but then at the same time it's going to reconnect you with yourself, which is going to push you and point you towards the life that you want to live. And this life that you want to live is just like, oh my god, Virgo, just trust me, it's like it's just the life that you want to live. Like, for example, the things that you're so unhappy with, like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like them, I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't like this area, I don't like this, I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? Things that you're really unhappy about, it's just all kind of going to start fading away. And the passion, it's going to come through. Passion is going to come forward. Your passion to do in this life what you literally want to do. And also, on another hand, my gorgeous Virgolini, at around the mid-August, someone is just like, who is very close to you, who is very important to you, somebody who means to you so much, the certain person who is in your life, maybe family member, maybe partner, maybe child, maybe daughter, maybe son, someone very important to you is going to find himself going through something quite sensitive, and you will notice that something may not be that right, and you have got a very kind of specific information that person is going to benefit from, but all in all is you needing to explain something to them. You're going to need to explain something to them. They're going to need to be some kind of explanations that you're going to need to kind of pay attention when it comes to that person, because maybe that particular person has been kind of misled a little bit over the last few months, but at the same time it's going to help them so much when it comes to some kind of addiction as well. It doesn't have to be necessarily, oh my god, they're on drugs or doing something blah blah blah. No baby, no. Addiction can come in many different ways, okay? And of course you know this, but I have to kind of highlight this at this moment in time. So when it comes to your health, when it comes to your nutrition, my gorgeous Virgolini, I highly suggest you what I said last night. Last night, baby, what I said last night. What I said last night, remember? No, what I said last month, it's all about the actual, maybe you're gonna feel your skeleton and your bones being quite sensitive indeed. So you are gonna have moments when you are gonna wake up and maybe you're gonna feel like a little bit pain in between like fingers and things like like that. And that's why I highly recommend you to get a natural dose of vitamin D3, what everybody should be taking. And I'm saying this purely because even if you're in the sun every single day, purely because the food is not as good as it used to be, it's not as full of nutrition as it used to be. You see, this is why we need to help each other, to ourselves with the actual supplements. But if we take supplements, they need to be superb quality. So that's why I decided to make my own supplements, because they are of an exceptional quality, of course. So what would you need is natural vitamin D3, which is on one hand going to boost your immune system, but on another hand it's going to be so superb for so many other bodily actions, but also it's going to be fantastic when it comes to your bones, when it comes to your joint pain and things like that. So vitamin D3, for example, you see, you can get this vitamin D3. The link is going to be in the description below, and these are absolutely without any fillers, any horrible ingredients, any unnecessary ingredients. The majority of supplements out there they're saying that they're natural, but they're full of rubbish, and this is completely natural, absolutely without anything, just what it needs to be in. Suitable for vegetarians, suitable for vegans, and the link to buy this is in the description below, of course. Okay, and also another thing I would highly recommend you would be zinc picolinate. Of course, zinc is a mineral that we should all be taking. My goodness, whether you believe this or not, I really hope that you do. Again, it's going to boost your immune system. It's going to be fantastic for so many other things, and also you're going to be having some dry skin and things like that. So zinc picolinate is going to be a must, and in combination with the actual vitamin D3, this is fantastic to boost your immune system. Zinc picolinate you can also get, and the link is going to be in the description below, right at the bottom of the actual description. Okay, and on another hand, what else I was going to say, when it comes to nutrition, you're going to find yourself, when it comes to August and September, being quite sensitive when it comes to the actual metals. Metals are Metals are very dangerous. I don't know how much people are aware, how much people are not aware, but the metals around us have increased double over the last 10 to 12 years. So the metal, aluminium, oh yeah, aluminium, metal, believe me or not, it's in the ground, it's in the soil, it's in the plant, it's absolutely everywhere. Whether you believe this or not, you know, you need to believe this, because this is the truth. And the metals and aluminium, it's very dangerous for us, and it's very dangerous for our health. And it can cause so many problems, so many illnesses when it comes to, my God, concentration, memory. People can lose their mind. You know, there is so much that can be caused by these dangerous metals, and that's why I highly recommend to everybody to get organic chlorella. This is again my own supplement, organic chlorella, and it's absolutely mind-blowing, because it's going to help you to get rid of all these metals. It's going to help you to detoxify yourself, you to detoxify your body. Okay, so this is very, very important to actually take. Never mind the fact that it's full of omega-3s, which is fantastic for your mind, and it's fantastic to protect yourself and protect your mind, but it's also rich in protein and vitamins and minerals and so many other beneficial things. So to protect yourself, you also should need to be taking an organic chlorella indeed. Okay, if you're on any other medications, so if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you know, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And the supplements you can get at the bottom of this video, at the bottom of the actual description. And if you can't find them like that, then just simply go on the actual Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin supplements, and then it's gonna come up the page with the Sasha Bonasin supplements, and then you're gonna see it. So you can find it that way as well. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm going on the very first date that I would like to recommend you. So is the 1st of August. Now the 1st of August, like this is seriously that 1st of August, it's also going to seem like at that moment in time like you are literally opening, unlocking something very special, an unknown door. You're about to unlock an unknown door, and I'm saying an unknown door because it's going to surprise you the way you're actually going to feel from the very 1st of August. And that in itself, it's really kind of going to make you feel about a certain era. you're going to be kind of focusing on a certain era. That's how you're going to think about a certain era, but in terms of like not wanting to repeat certain errors, which is nothing bad. And it's also naturally requiring from you to reflect on like things in your life that made you feel very dark and negative, but you didn't necessarily want to or like you think to think about them too often. Okay, so it's all about you thinking about repeated errors and not wanting to repeat them. And this is brilliant, because that's the right thing to do, and it means that you're growing spiritually and mentally, and it means that, you know, subconsciously there is a clarity that you already possess, that you already know, that you're already aware of, which is very soon, by the time you get to the 21st of August, it's going to connect you to yourself, and it's going to provide you with an important vision. Okay, vision of how you want your life to be, and with a vision how your life is actually going to be. Think big, my gorgeous Virgolini. Think big, please. On another hand, the 1st of August also, you know, you will know that, you know, in order to not to repeat certain errors, you are on the right path, you are on the right track. You have to be honest with yourself, but also you need to understand to be as patient as possible. And by you realizing that you need to be patient over the next few days, you will know exactly which adjustment do you need to make, and it's going to come through like somebody who's going to influence you, and somebody who's like kind of like a pretty much so very known to you. And at the same time, you will know exactly that this is going to bring you the actual stability, and it's also kind of going to bring you victory in terms of the actual success. That in itself, it's going to make you feel very creative, you know, very creative and artistic, like kind of flow you're going to feel. But at the same time, at that moment in time, there's going to be a very interesting psychic and rather intuitive message that you're going to have. And this psychic and intuitive message that you're going to have, it's going to be highlighted in between the 1st and the 11th of August, and it's actually going to show you, it's going to make you aware of exactly the fact that you are kind of gonna feel suddenly this unexpected change, but at the same time you're gonna feel like you want to make this unexpected change, and you're gonna feel very strongly through this psychic and intuitive message that you're going to have. You're gonna feel very strong perspective, but also at the same time you will know exactly where do you need to put in time and effort, then where you're gonna reap the rewards later. So the psychic and intuitive message is going to really kind of going to be the beginning of an unexpected change, but at the same time it's going to show you where exactly you need to put in time, more time and effort, then you can be reaping the rewards very soon. But it's also to do with a long-term strategy and the fact, as I said before, to be patient, you know, because you are really working on your life so much here. Like, oh my God, you're going to work on your life so much, especially when it comes to those things, you know, that made you feel so unhappy for like the last couple of years even, you know, let alone like, you know, on so many other things that have been caused by you maybe feeling unhappy and feeling stuck for a little while, you know. This is going to help you to keep up, but also at the same time it's going to help you understand that there is going to be an immense effort that you're going to need to put in over the last 40 days in particular. But then again, this is all what you need to do in order to go on the next stage, in order to advance yourself, in order to advance your life. Indeed, by the time you get to the actual 16th of August, 16th of August, dun, 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 16th of August, not July. by the time you get to the 16th of August, you know, this is like very interesting here, because, you know, it's about the actual and unusual encounter that you are going to have, you know, and an unusual encounter that you are going to have, it's like really going to come across someone kind of really unusual, very strange, but then at the same time that person is really going to impress you. Their strangeness is going to impress you, their uniqueness is going to impress you, their bizarreness is going to impress you, and something is going to awaken with you. And this is brilliant because it is just going to give piece of something very special, you know. You will have a piece of something very special, and it's going to inspire you to come out of yourself so much. And I like this so much, because that in itself, it's going to really kind of create overflowing of emotions, but it's to do with creativity, and it's going to almost immediately going to cause your spirit to rise. You're going to feel a strong and positive vibrations, but also at the same time, this is going to be the time when there are so many new relationships going to start kind of walking into your life, like then and there. That in itself, you know, that unusual encounter where you're going to feel so impressed, it's also going to lead towards you to think really quick. It's going to cause quick thinking, which is brilliant, and at the same time it's going to push you towards a quite bold idea, and that bold idea is going to be brilliant because it's going to directly attack your problems, and this in itself is going to really kind of make you aware of your power to juggle responsibilities. The more you juggle, more successful you are going to be, but it's also going to make you aware of the fact how important it is to keep it all in the actual balance. This is going to help you to keep it all in balance, but it's also going to make you aware of the importance of keeping it all in balance. And also on the 16th of August, you know, there is going to be a bit of delay of like something that you have been working on, you know, there is going to be a little bit of delay here as well, but this in itself, it's to do with someone very special to you. This is to do with someone important to you, somebody significant to you. Maybe you kind of like a fallen out with them a little bit, or maybe there was a little bit of a misunderstanding, and it's all about you wanting to reconnect with that person again, and there is again going to be like a little bit of a delay here, but then after that moment in time, you shouldn't really worry. It's going to be delay on that you're going to feel when it comes to the actual 16th of August, but by the time you get to the 19th and the 20th of August, there is going to be a very special message from someone who want to reconnect with you, and you will see that the things are going to be back where they were before, and this is going to mean to you so much because it's connected to someone special, and it's connected to someone who mean to you quite a lot. And also going back to the 16th of August, it's all about the transition and change that you will go through, and you will know, you will have the moment of the actual realization is also like when it comes to the actual sacrifice. You know, you will see that something, that an element of your life just does not make you happy anymore whatsoever, and that in itself is going to be your sign that this is something that you should need to sacrifice. But then at that moment in time, it's not even going to feel like a sacrifice anymore. It's going to feel like something that you really want to leave behind, and something that you really want to get rid of. So it's all about you understanding that it's all about tact is necessary to maintain peace at this moment in time indeed. Okay, by the time you get also what else I was going to recommend to you, my gorgeous Virgolini, would be an Amazonite. Oh my god, because Amazonite, look how gorgeous this is. Look, I just absolutely love this color, pendants, and of course that Amazonite, it's amazing. I just love this green. Look how unique it is, how different it is, how beautiful it is. You know, it's so gentle, but it's so powerful. It's so different, you know, but it's so special at the same time. And this helps you to open yourself up, to be optimistic, to see both sides of the problems, and it helps you to understand so much. Like when you come across the people or situations that you can't understand at all, or sometimes we don't want to understand them subconsciously. So this helps us a lot to open ourselves up a little bit, you know, because it helps you to see the both sides of the problems, but also it soothes you emotionally, you know. It's like, on another hand, when it comes to Amazonite, you know, it's also what I find very powerful about Amazonite, that it's another crystal which is not only super beneficial for our prosperity, for our intuition, for doing the right thing when it comes to finances, you know. It's like fantastic, like for quick thinking, quick acting, quick reacting, you know, quick acting, especially when we need to kind of respond to like decisions that are to do with money and business and our future and our present moment. But also at the same time, it helps you to open yourself up spiritually. Do you know why? Pam pam pam, because it helps you again to connect to your third psychic eye. Once you connect to your third psychic eye, My God, that's the ultimate, like one of the most ultimate experiences in this world, in this life. I know some people don't understand the third psychic eye. It's a very probably the most powerful part of our body. It's not, people don't talk about it a lot, yeah, I know, but at the same time, the third psychic eye is the most important part of our body because it helps us to understand and to perceive things in a very unique way. And once you unlock the power of your psychic eye, you know what was worrying you and scaring you is just gonna fade into the background. What was making you happy and excited, you're gonna get more information when it comes to that. You're gonna understand so much, but also especially when things that have been draining your energy and made you feel really negative about yourself, you see, it helps you to understand and protect yourself. And Amazonite, it's absolutely fantastic. It dispels negative energy, but also at the same time it does remove the negative blockages that have been placed on our journey, on our mind, within our spirit, within our soul. Indeed, this gorgeous Amazonite comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. My gorgeous Virgolinis, by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, so thank you very much for that. Now, the third important date is going to be on the 21st of August. Here you're going to have a mind-blowing realization. Mind-blowing realization. You will know exactly how you wish, how you want, and how your life is going to be. But at the same time, it is just going to require from you to come up with a new plan. It's absolutely fine, because this is going to be very successful. What I'm talking about, and I hope you're listening, is to do with the confidence, and it's to do with you knowing that there are going to be some efforts that are kind of uncertain, but you're going to be absolutely fine. You just have to trust yourself on this spiritual journey, and you have to trust yourself because this is also marking the beginning of an understanding of things about yourself and about, you know, around you that you couldn't understand. So the 21st of August is going to be big. By the time you get to the 31st of August, my gorgeous Virgolini, is just basically, you know, process of change. It's already starting like a full on, but you are going to understand here that there's some kind of traveling, some kind of journey, something is going to be needed, whether this is just going to be like a 5 minutes away, whether this is going to be like 2 minutes away, whether this is going to be like an hour away, 5 hours away, whether this is going to be 20 hours away. It doesn't really matter, as long as you kind of become aware of which journey you're going to need to make, because that journey that you're going to become aware of the 31st of August, they're also going to be the elements of where you're going to kind of, something is going to be putting you off, something is going to be putting you off, but no baby, no, this is exactly what you need to do, because that journey, once you make that journey, this is also going to be the beginning of the process when it comes to your own advancement, you know, and it's going to bring you a really powerful alteration, the ability to make an alteration, huge massive alteration in your life, which is going to reflect on your big home, hopefully, which is going to reflect on your immediate home, but it's also going to start the process of a really big massive change, but it's to do with your immediate environment, and there's some kind of change that is going to come through, you know. On another hand, an understanding and cooperation with someone, it's also going to like kind of confirm this to you as well, and you're gonna like this, you know, because it's gonna be kind of, you're gonna feel even more free to kind of like do what you want to do, you know. It's going to increase the power of your free spirit, and that's always absolutely welcomed indeed. And also the 31st of August, you know, there is kind of gonna be a little conflict that you're going to become aware of, you know. There is some kind of conflict that may be like a little bit of argument, but it's more like a bickering that you're going to have with someone. But this bickering and a little bit of conflict and a little bit of arguments that you're going to have, it's going to make you realize kind of negative aspects of perfectionism, you know. And this is something that you're going to realize, and that in itself, it's really kind of, or again, gonna confirm to to you to not to repeat certain activities, because you know you have learned some kind of experience here that is going to be highlighted. But at the same time, by the end of the actual 31st of August, my gorgeous Virgolini, you are going to have such a wonderful new ideas when it comes to the fresh thinking. And these ideas, it's going to come from things that you've actually learned throughout the month of August, especially when it comes to yourself. That in itself is going to make you feel really bright and curious indeed. And then at the same time, you're going to become aware of some kind of latest news, and this latest news have nothing to do with your life in particular, but it's again going to confirm that these new ideas, that this is something that really you should most definitely 100% go for indeed. Okay, so another pendant that I was going to show you, and this is something very, very special, and I know that you are going to like it, because when I saw this I exploded completely, because I'm crazy about crystals as well. Look at this beauty. I don't know if you can see on this camera, okay, and it's called Denchik Tiger's Agate. Okay, Denchik Tiger's Agate. Look, it's just like basically why they're so wonderful and so special, because they seem to have these crystals like a little picture within. You know, you look and you see some kind of a picture, and every single crystal has got like a different little picture. So I wonder which one you're going to get, you know. But it's like when you look, you know, you look towards them and you're seeing something. There's so many, it's very detailed and it's very beautiful and it's very gorgeous, and it's also like when you look at it, it's almost like a bit of a 3D thing going on. So it's absolutely remarkable, okay, and it creates a very peaceful environment, you know, and it deepens connection to heart, and also, you know, it gives you stability in times of strife and things like that, and also it enhances your abilities to see difficulties as challenge. And of course that this is absolutely brilliant, because it immediately has a power to work on your balance, to change your balance, you know, to change your way of thinking. But then again, it reconnects you with yourself at that moment in time, so you can only make the most of it, you know, while you're wearing this absolutely gorgeous pendant. This is something that I would highly recommend to wear throughout August and September and October 2022. Okay, so every time when you feel nervous, when you feel uneasy, when you feel anxious, when you feel like surrounded by weird people, when you feel like surrounded by people who are very anxious or stroppy or negative or weird or sad or different, you know, all these feelings and vibrations that we pick up on them, you know. So you really beautifully, you manage to be in your little spiritual bubble while you're wearing this, my gorgeous Virgolini, indeed. And this pendant you can also buy from my store, and the link is going to be in the description below. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just going to say briefly what to pay attention to in the first part of August, mid part of August, and the last part of August. So the first part of August, just remember, work on your problems. It's time to start directly attacking your problems, okay? Attack your problems right from the 1st of August, okay? So important to remember this. The mid part of August, you know, curiosity, you're gonna feel very, very curious at around the mid-August, but that is a very clear sign here that your curiosity, it's about to make you aware of a very, very interesting and strange opportunity. The third part of August, you know, just remember, just a little reminder to not to do things that you know are bad for you. Just remember, please, the third part of August, do not do things that you know that are actually bad for you. Okay, very important indeed. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship. I mean, this is remarkable. I really like this so much, because those couples are going to have a very, very kind of like a fantastic and meaningful experience at around the 15th of August. This fantastic and meaningful experience that the couples are going to have, it's going to like, oh my God, it's going to start the process of something. It's going to start the process of change where you both will want to explore more. And once you start exploring that part of your life, you know, everything is going to change and something is going to awaken within you. This is the beginning of something very, very special, but this in itself is going to help you to reconnect yourself with yourself, and it's going to make you aware of the change that you both want to make as a couple. It's to do with an absolutely enormous move that you want to make, but you've just been waiting for the right time, and the right time it's only going to be when you both are ready. And it looks like you both are going to be ready for that big move that you will want to make indeed. Okay, for those of you who are single, my gorgeous Virgolinis, for those of you who are single and ready to mingy, you know, like first of all, at around the first part of August, you're gonna see someone who you're gonna fancy, but then at the same time, like few days later, suddenly that person is gonna seem like completely different. You're gonna wonder, why did I fancy this person? Why did I like this person? And that in itself is going to make you like kind of walk away from that situation, and then you're gonna have a little bit of a hermit mode within the next few days after that moment in time. And that hermit mode is going to make you aware. You're going to be withdrawn with yourself a little bit, and you're going to realize something is going to come to the surface in terms of in self-denial, and you will know exactly what do you need to do. What is going to come to you after that moment is going to be the right thing to do when it comes to you allowing someone new to come into your life, and you will know exactly what this is. It's going to come to you. Perhaps this is to do with the going somewhere new, going somewhere special, somewhere where you've been before, you know, going back to somewhere where you were before, somewhere where you're not going to. You will just know it because it's to do with self-denial. So you will know what you need to do in order to kind of allow someone very special to come into your life. But it's to do with your spirit, it's to do with your soul, but at the same time it's to do when you, my gorgeous Virgolini, are kind of, when it's the right time for you to actually understand this and realize this. You will realize this and you will understand this when the time is right. And the time is coming now. And I'm saying that, you know, what is going to come to the surface, this self-denial, it's just something you will know exactly. It's like you're going somewhere, you know, you will know exactly what this is. And it's not only about knowing exactly what it is, but it's also knowing and being aware of the fact that that particular thing is going to put you on the path with someone new who is going to walk into your life. But you just understand, you need to understand, you know, a lot is going to be going on throughout the months of August, you know, and a lot is going to be happening in terms of like so many other things. But trust me, this is something that is also going to be highlighted in itself indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Virgolini. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.